Imagine walking through two different neighborhoods in the same city. In the first neighborhood, nearly every street has mature trees. Tree crowns stretch across the road, providing shade for sidewalks and homes. Parks and yards are filled with healthy trees. In the second neighborhood, the streets are mostly bare. There are few mature trees, little shade, and long stretches of sidewalk without any vegetation. Both neighborhoods exist within the same city, but the tree populations are very different. Urban foresters use the concept of stocking levels to understand these differences. Stocking levels describe how fully planted an urban forest is within a given area. In other words, stocking levels measure how many trees exist compared to how many trees could potentially be planted. A neighborhood with high stocking levels already has many trees occupying available planting spaces. A neighborhood with low stocking levels has many potential planting sites, but relatively few trees. Understanding stocking levels helps cities identify where planting efforts should be focused. For example, an urban forester might analyze a neighborhood and determine that there are hundreds of potential planting locations along streets, parks, and public spaces. If only a small number of trees currently exist in those locations, the area has low stocking levels and represents an opportunity for canopy expansion. Stocking levels are especially important in areas where canopy coverage is already low. By targeting neighborhoods with low stocking levels, cities can reduce canopy inequality and improve environmental conditions for residents. Urban foresters often identify planting opportunities by conducting site assessments. These assessments look for locations where trees can grow successfully. Common planting locations include street tree planting strips, parks and recreation areas, school campuses, public right-of-ways, vacant or underutilized land. However, identifying planting sites requires careful evaluation. Urban environments present many challenges for trees. Sidewalks, underground utilities, compacted soil, and limited rooting space can restrict where trees can be planted. Urban foresters must consider factors such as available soil volume, sunlight exposure, and conflicts with infrastructure. In some cases, creative solutions, such as structural soil systems or engineered planting spaces, may be used to support tree growth. Another important consideration is long-term canopy planning. Urban forests grow slowly, and it may take decades for newly planted trees to reach maturity. Because of this, urban foresters must think carefully about where trees are planted today. The goal is not simply to plant as many trees as possible. The goal is to plant trees in locations where they can grow successfully and contribute to the long-term health of the urban forest. Planting programs that focus on strategic locations can significantly increase canopy coverage over time. For the ISA Urban Forest Professional Exam, remember that stocking levels measure how fully planted an urban forest is compared to available planting space. Areas with low stocking levels represent opportunities for planting and canopy expansion. Exam questions may emphasize that identifying planting opportunities requires both site evaluation and long-term planning. Today we explored the concept of stocking levels and how urban foresters identify areas where new trees can be planted. Understanding planting opportunities helps cities expand canopy coverage and improve environmental conditions for residents. But before cities invest in large-scale planting programs, they need reliable information about the trees that already exist. In the next podcast, we'll explore one of the most important tools in urban forest management, the urban tree inventory. You've been listening to the Arborist-podcast. Our goal is to grow our collective knowledge, one domain at a time. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe to help us keep this momentum. Until next time, let's keep growing this community together.